Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Ryan Wright.
And I am Jerry.
Welcome to Reasons to See.
Where we give you reasons to see.
And not to see.
Side effects.
So let's hang out.
Ryan's consensus.
Side effects is the reason to see side effects.
Side effects is the reason to see side effects.
Yeah, this film is just absolutely amazing. I completely loved it.
Jerry's consensus. Side effects is the reason movies like Side Effects will continue to be made. Side Effects is the reason why movies like Side Effects will continue to be made. Yeah, man, I dug this movie quite a bit. I don't love it, but I did dig it quite a bit. I thought they did a good job.
Well, I love it.
Reason to see number 1. Jude Law.
Jude Law really helps to elevate this already terrific movie. He has such a demanding role of a psychiatrist who's thrown into an unexpected situation where the average man must keep his cool and would probably need therapy for something like what Jude Law is going through. So it's interesting to see the role reversed, where it's a psychiatrist who's on the verge of a breakdown and he's the one who probably needs some serious therapy.
Yeah, someone needs to lay down the law.
The Jude Law.
The Jude Law. It's like in the first half of the film, he keeps everything grounded, and you're like, oh, thank God you're here. And then in the second half of the film, it flips that and makes you wonder if he's crazy. He portrays that obsessive level to such a strong degree that it makes the audience wonder if we can trust him.
I loved him in the second half because as the plot escalates, so do his emotions.
He has a range of emotions to portray in this film, and a lot of that requires so much restraint, and he does a good job with that.
And he's fantastic at it because he's not going out there being some explosive actor, because a person in his situation would have to internalize everything. So Jude Law makes the perfect choice on internalizing the chaos.
So laying down the law.
The Jude Law.
The Jude Law.
One of the main things I loved about him, because I'll admit I've been to therapy, I've been to psychiatry, the main thing that I really liked about him was how authentic he was as a therapist. Not just like the dialogue and the way he was written, but his portrayal of a therapist seemed like a very authentic portrayal.
Reason to see number 2. Rooney Mara.
If I ever meet you, I want to have sex with you, like right away.
I don't. I'm still mad at you for what you said about Nightmare on Elm Street.
I will ask for your hand in marriage. She's just so beautiful. I love that 5-second sex scene with her.
Yeah, no, sex. And not just her looks and the sex, but also, I mean, she's actually really good in the film.
Yeah, her portrayal of a woman suffering with depression and probably post-traumatic stress disorder is so authentic that it pulls you into this sort of surrealistic realm in a way. It feels like you're watching a person, not an actor.
Actors are people, right? You know, this woman starts off sad, and then she just spirals off into depression and then just utter chaos. Yeah, the evolution of her character is like what you said, you know, it's very authentic. It's strange because you feel bad for her, but at the same time, she's also kind of scary.
Yeah, that's true. She is sort of like the antagonist in a way. Yeah. Because she is the one taking the pills, the side effects seem to be the cause, and her unpredicted actions seem to be the effect. So do we fear her, or should we fear the side effects, or should we fear Jude Law for prescribing these drugs? Like, who do we really fear here? And all the fear seems to be going to her. This is a movie with a lot of twists, turns, character details, and thrills that are felt in large part due to Rooney Mara's performance and Jude Law's performance as well.
Yeah, the way they play off each other is great, and it's what the movie hinges on.
I just fucking love her.
She's okay.
Reason to see number 3. The directing and writing. What a brilliant fucking movie. I love how Steven Soderbergh allows the camera to just keep on rolling with his actors and allows that to be the major contribution to what makes the suspense work so well in this film. Rather than doing a bunch of cheap Hollywood bullshit tricks and stuff and cliches. It's a movie that could have been formulaic, but it certainly defies that.
You know, it's good at luring you into trusting people and then forcing you to question all of them at the same time, so then nothing feels safe and no character feels fully like a good guy or a bad guy, you know. It also explores some really interesting territory just in terms of the pharmaceutical industry, and it's like, who's to blame when something goes wrong? You know, is it the patient, or is it the doctor who prescribed it, or is it the actual people who make the drugs? And what's so cool about that is it doesn't force you to pick a side and it doesn't ram a message down your throat, but it does sort of display these real questions in a cool way.
The word I keep using is authentic, and that is the best way to describe this film, is just authentic. Not just with its details on its characters, because it does feel like you're peering into people's personal lives. From psychiatry to therapy to like drug reps to hospitalization rules, all of it is just, this world is just so damn authentic. And I briefly mentioned it before, but the details of the characters, very impressive. You know, you get to learn their internal struggles, you get to learn their desires, and you see their development. And as the plot escalates, it's not just smartly directed, but it's brilliantly written.
Reason to see number 4, cinematography.
I absolutely adore the imagery in this film. From the opening frame to the next, to the next, to the next, there's like a story in the cinematography itself. It seems to be a reflection of like Rooney Mara's dark emotions and expression of that.
You know, I think part of what works so well about this film is that everything feels sort of tonally unified, and a big part of that is the cinematography. You know, the film's got this very desaturated color palette, everything's kind of washed out, and they play a lot with, you know, focus and stuff. There's lots of like shallow focus and really long shots to make you feel removed and detached. It's a great visual approximation of what a depressive state feels like, which I thought was really cool. It was like shot in depresso vision.
Reason to see number 5, the score. First Skyfall man, now rocking his cock with side effects.
And the other 90 movies he's scored too. It's the same thing I touched on before. You know, the score really supports that air of depression that the film has. And I just thought that, you know, the sounds, because it is varied, you know, some of it is a little more, not synthesizery, but, you know, there's some sort of more natural instruments and there's some just more sort of tonal noise. And there's a lot of really cool stuff that draws you in to both the thrillery mystery side and just the depressive dramatic side.
True.
So, good on you, Tom. Tom Newman. Tell Randy what's up.
Subscribe.
Subscribe.
Please subscribe.
Be a fan of us.
And tell us your reasons to see or not to see side effects.
Yeah. Side effects of subscribing may include you having fun, seeing more videos, supporting us so we can make more videos for you, itchy palms, dry mouth, insomnia, suicidal thoughts or actions, don't operate heavy machinery while watching Reasons to See, don't watch Reasons to See if you've had more than one alcohol today, if you're already taking a movie review show, consult your doctor before adding Reasons to See to your review regimen.
Fuck you.
And talk to your doctor.
And subscribe.
Talk to your we prescribe that you subscribe to this. We prescribe more videos.